Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to the Broncos Buzz on the MHRT network. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, his comments, my comments, and your comments in the chat. We are Broncos Buzz. Kona Spence is my co host. I am your host, Bronco Bill. And everybody in the chat is part of the show. Feel free for your comments. We will bring them up as always. And before we get into those comments, Spence, how in heaven's name was your week, buddy?
You know, my week was the best of times and the worst of times. I had a great time at Del Mar this past Sunday, had so much fun. Thank you to Todd Schrupp with FanDuel TV and to Simon Bray and to Scott Hatterson for taking care of me and my son. Thank you to our friends Amir and Hashin, who we met. I could not hit a single race at all.
That's why I was wondering when you said you had a good time. So obviously it wasn't because of the pocketbook.
No, let's just say this. That 19 to 1 shot horse that I gave you guys on last Friday's show, and then the 3 to 1 second place horse, all that revenue I made, I pretty much went and said, "Here, Delmar, you take it back."
Now, let me ask you this while we're on the topic of horse racing, because I've only done it very, very sparingly years and years ago. Are racetracks totally different when it comes to how you bet? Like, is Del Mar a harder one to win on than, let's say, Santa Anita or something?
Oh, yeah. Santa Anita, it's the type of racetrack that has a harder dirt surface, has a harder grass surface. So it favors the horses that go to the front and they're speed horses, whereas Del Mar is next to the beach, has that beach air. So that dirt is a little bit softer. So is the grass. So it makes it a fair, even level up. There's the boss. I know, honey. I know. I hear you. See, this was the best of times. Do you hear that? Yes, honey. I know.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, honey. I hear you texting me.
This is hilarious.
You know, I'm trying to talk and she has to take front and center. That's my honey.
So, you know what? Hey, women love the attention.
Hey, I am happily miserable. I mean, married.
Well, yeah.
And she does it too. So
she's happily spending your money.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it works. You'll find out where shortly in one of the comments. So, honey, you enjoy. By the way, just to quickly, those who are playing the horses with me, this next race here, race 3 from Del Mar, the word is out, unfortunately.
This commercial on the 5 horse by horse race betting.
Yes. Word is out on this 5 horse, second time out at a lower level, been training well. The horse number 5, Priscilla, here in race 3. So if you see me looking this way and going, yes, 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 trying to get that.
And this is at Del Mar, San Diego?
Yes, this is at Del
Mar. Haven't you learned your lesson?
Never. There's only one lesson I've ever learned. Daddy juice.
Oh. Speaking of that, let's get into the chat. First batting leadoff is David Yonkin. Says, "Evening, everyone. It feels like he has been injured most of his career." That's our first topic. We'll get into that in just a second. This is a shout out to you, Spence. So go ahead and read it.
Connor, how you doing? Hello from the Beller Bay Club. This is Connor and Alan tuning in. Let's go, Spencer. Let's go, Connor and Alan. By the way, these gentlemen are from Ireland, 2 of the greatest helpers and wonderful people. They love drinking Rockshore beers, which I know I got to bring down to them. 2 wonderful guys who are finishing.
Where are they from?
They're from Ireland.
I know, but how'd you meet them? Can we say or not?
They work at a beach club that I'm a member at.
Got it. Yeah. Cool.
But 2 amazing guys. So
I'm not even gonna ask. I'm not even gonna go there. David Yonkin says, "Was your glass empty?" I don't know what that means.
No. Okay, honey, I hear you. I'm gonna silence the phone now. Okay. Jeez.
There you go.
Link not
Uh,
working. Link not working. Well, my honey's.
Alan says, let's go, Spencer, from your Rock Shore buddy, Alan.
Yes, Alan. Thank you very much for supporting the show and listening. I appreciate it. You guys have fun and enjoy, and thank you for everything you do for me and my family down at the Beller Bay Club.
David Yonkins says, yo, Spence, you know there's a mute button.
David, this means I cannot mute.
That is so classic, man. So classic. Jack Canna, what is up? Says Bill Spence. Cheers, my friends. Thank you so very much. Cheers to you too, Jack. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Darren says, good evening, friends. Football is back almost, but we are in the what are we in? It's not the OTAs. It's the
August preseason, August
not
9th.
preseason, not quite preseason. It's
all right. Hang on for second place. Hang on for second place. Hang on for second place.
Oh, here we go.
Third place. Hey, no, this is a win because I couldn't hit the board. So that at 9-2 finished third. Amen to that.
Yep. All right. JC Weaver. What's up, my friend? Says, sup, fellas? So glad football's back. Hope you guys are having a great week. We are. We're having a great night as well. Hope you had a great week. Hope everybody out there had a great week. Love doing the show on Friday because we all know that the weekend is right upon us. The week's behind us, and tonight is the Broncos Buzz Show, which kicks off the beginning of the weekend. So we love it. Speaking of Friday, and I've got to say this, I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to say it at the end of the show. Next Friday, August 1st, is myself and my wife's anniversary. We will not be doing the show. It's our 29th anniversary. I would be completely in the doghouse and probably never doing the show ever again.
Yep.
If I were to do the show on our anniversary. Hope each and every one of you understand that. We will be back the following week. But until then, just letting you know, next Friday, August 1st, we will not be presenting Broncos Buzz. So you guys just be forewarned. It is my wife and I's 29th anniversary. Thank you guys for your support. We always do appreciate it. Just wanted to let you guys know. Wow, David Yonkins says, I've been married for 30 years, so yes, I know where the mute button.
David. You might be able to get away with it, but this guy and me, we're married to Latinas. So if we push that mute button, we might as well have something else on our body muted permanently.
Oh, you know what? When you're married to a Latina woman, there's a reason why they have jalapenos in the house. It's fire. It's fire and it's dangerous. You never know what you're going to get in your food. So just be careful if you do.
You want to know something? We have this huge jar of jalapenos that have been sitting in the refrigerator for at least 9 months. I've said, honey, don't they go bad? She's like, no. And it's like, I know one day I'm going to do something wrong. And all those jalapenos are going to be mixed in with a meal. And it's going to be one of these.
The thing is, Spence, they don't go bad. They go inflamingly hot.
Yes.
So all they got to do is just put a little. It's like my wife always says, officer, I don't know how he passed away, but ma'am, it's arson. I didn't do it. She always tells me that. So you never know, man. That. Oh, and coming down the stairs from our bedroom down the stairs, officer, I don't know how he fell, but ma'am, we have your fingerprints on his back. I tried to catch him.
Speaking of which, dun, 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 dun. Hi, honey.
There you are. My God.
By the way, JC Weaver, Kona, I'll have you know I've been on a Kona beer kick for the past couple of weeks. I think of you when I buy it. Laughed out loud. I don't know how to take that.
I was just going to say, if Madungus was here, he would say something completely off the wall. Completely off the wall.
No. You know what he would do? He would play that little sip. Let's get it on. I know. Hey, JC, it's a healthy, great beer. Has no cornstarch, no corn syrup, none of that junk. It's a healthy beer, 4.2 alcohol.
Brought to
It
you by
keeps me in shape
Hawaiian
and it
Brewing.
gives me a good buzz. And anybody with Kona Brewery, I'm trying to do a sponsorship. Please respond to my emails again. Please. Thank you.
So what does this mean? So both of you are doing the show from David Yarkin?
No, both of us. So both of us are doing the show, but we're not doing the show next week.
Right. Next week. Okay.
Because Bill's celebrating his anniversary, I didn't want to do it all by myself. I think that's kind of let's respect his anniversary and let him go have fun, because I know he would, if I'm doing it by myself, he'll get the itch and want to come and jump on the show, and then he'll be really in the doghouse.
Jack, thank you so much. This congratulations, Bill. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. Wonderful thoughts from you. Thanks so much. Jack follows up by saying, I get it. My wife is, wow. No, I got to ask you this. I got to ask you this, Jack. Let me read it first. Let me ask you. He says, my wife Japanese in Samari Ninja. I just say yes, dear. That's what I say too. But my question to you is, Jack, has she tried to teach you any Japanese, or does she do what my wife says and says, I don't want you to learn Spanish because I don't want you to know what I'm saying?
I think Jack knows konnichiwa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, isn't that song Domo Arigato? We haven't even gotten the first topic already. 12 minutes. Domo Arigato, Mr. Abato. Doesn't that say thank you very much? Because that's in a song. That's the only way I know it.
But this is what we do. We appreciate our fans, appreciate our supporters, and are appreciative to the new people who come in. We forgot to show Darren. Darren, good evening.
I did show that.
Did? I must have been when Mom called. Mom, sorry about that. I sent her the wrong link.
Yep.
And so
David, whoa.
Whoops, sorry.
That's okay. David Young said, would you stop?
I'm trying to turn it off. Sorry.
David Young says, Bill and your wife are doing the show? No. I could say something. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. We're going to do our own show. How's that? Take it any way you want.
Medungus has had 2 opportunities to jump into the show. And he's missed both of them.
I don't know where he is. Whatever. All right. Let's get, after 13 minutes and change, let's get into the first topic. But it's always good. I think, Spence, I don't know about you, but I have a good feeling that you agree. It's really good to go into the show talking about human situations, human things and stuff like that, and then get into the meat of the show. Because the show is I like to look at the show as being a family show. We got family that watches. We have friends that watch, which I consider family. All of you guys out there are family because you're part of the Broncos Buzz family. And we really do appreciate it. We really do. We don't take it for granted. Absolutely don't take it for granted.
And we're on a big sofa together. And even though we're leading the discussion, you guys are all part of the conversation. So jump in anytime. We love hearing from you. Anything you want to say. And Dad, if you're hearing this, I know you're at a rodeo right now. If you want to FaceTime, jump on in. Dylan, you're always welcome to FaceTime. We'll get you on the show too.
Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you what's going on in that stupid Cubs game right now, but seriously, they're trailing 4-0 in the bottom of the second. Alan said, love the show, fellas. I've told your wife to stop ringing you, Spencer. I'm in the bad book.
Alan, you now understand my scenario. So hey, another 12-pack of Rock Shore coming your way.
Just want to say, Alan, thank you so much for your kind words saying that you love the show. Really do appreciate it. Thanks a lot. It means a lot, man. All right. Main topic of the show is, should the Broncos go get Josey Jewell? Wait a minute. Josey Jewell's available? Kinda. The Carolina Panthers have released former Bronco linebacker Josey Jewell. The reason is a reminder of the harshness of the NFL. Jewell, age 30, suffered a concussion last December 22nd 2024, and he is still experiencing concussion symptoms 7 months later. According to Anthony Rizzuti of the Panthers Wire, Panthers website wrote this, and I quote, Jewell wanted to prioritize his health and recovery and be considerate of his teammates, end quote. Jewell might resign with Carolina down the road if things change. Does Denver have a chance to get him? I say absolutely not. Do not put this guy in jeopardy. He will not come back. He's not going to come back if his, come on, think about it. A concussion that severe, that where you're still having symptoms 7 months later, this is not an ordinary concussion. I've had concussions before. I'm not going to tell you how because I've been stupid, walked into a pole. But anyways, people have concussions 7 months later, and you're still having symptoms of a massive concussion. This is not good. This is very, very serious, and he's doing the right thing. What do you think, Spence?
No, absolutely. He's doing the right thing for his long-term health. I mean, you have a short life here in the NFL, and you got to take advantage of it when you're healthy. And if he's not healthy, do not push it and risk further damaging your long-term health, affecting your family in any other way. I commend him for taking the time away from the sport to get himself reorganized, to get his medical situation for his long-term health in good situation. How many times have we looked at Tua with Miami and all the concussions he's had, and he's still out there? Mm-hmm. I will tell you this, I work in the medical field, and I do not see a long life for Tua. I know that's morbid to sound after football, having so many grade 1, grade 2 concussions within a short time period. I think Joseph made a right choice, because if he had a second concussion within this short time period, even though he may be okay to play physically, mentally a little unstable, that could risk further long-term health. How many players have we all seen from the 80s and 90s whose memory is like Jim McMahon, strongest, most powerful guy in shape, and his mind is completely 90% gone. And he's what? He's a few years older than us, Bill? Or he's right in between our ages. The long-term health and keeping your family in a good position takes priority over playing in the NFL, in my opinion.
Let me ask you this question. Since you said you're in the medical field, I don't know if you know this or not, but you obviously probably know it more than I do. Is there a point in time, a la Muhammad Ali, with the shots to the head in boxing? Is there a point in time where you've had too many shots to the head that it becomes brain damage?
Well, you've got to look at it in different time periods. If we're looking at it today, yes, they look more prominently at it. If you're looking at it when Muhammad Ali was at his height, they say, oh, he had a little ding from his head. They'll go sit on the sidelines, get his bearings reestablished, and come on out. That was then. This is today. There is a lot more, especially in the NFL with all the concussion protocols. There is a lot more emphasis on making sure the health, the well-being as the player, both from a mental and physical aspects, are taken care of first before the performance aspects are realized or looked at. So right now, I commend Josie. I can't say it right. Josie. I commend him for making this choice, because that shows that he is more concerned at his age in the 20s. He's concerned more for his long-term health than the short-term gain financially or anything else that he could have right now. And if he's not all balanced, if his equilibrium is still off, he goes out there and he takes one serious hit, who knows where that could put him in a cerebral sense moving forward.
Do you think he ever comes back and plays again? I say don't do it.
I say let's just see what happens. He's going and seeking medical. Even though Carolina released him, he's still protected under the NFLPA Association because he had a pre-existing injury before he was released. So he's still protected medically under the NFLPA.
Wow. Okay. Real quick, going back to the question I asked Jack about his Japanese wife. He says, Bill, my wife's father is U.S. military. My mother-in-law was put in internment camp in World War II. Wow.
Whoa.
They felt disrespected, um, disrespected by Japan. Very little Japanese thought. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. Really sorry to hear. I hope it doesn't impact your wife in any way. I know it probably does. I feel for that, but man, that's wow. I don't even know what to say. That's just that's sad, very sad. Hope you're doing okay, Jack, with that whole situation. Um, Jack also follows up, and this is a good one because we're going to get in this. So just lead you right into your topic.
Yep.
Bill and Spence, do you boys want K. Wilkin? Raiders just cut him. What do you say, Spence? You got the topic on this.
I would say no. And here's the topic on this. So Christian Wilkins was released by the Raiders because one of the primary things is he had injured his foot back in October, and the team wanted him. He had surgery. He sat out. The team wanted him to have a second surgery, and he declined. And because he refused medical treatment, the Raiders used a clause that's within the player agreement with the NFL to release him and save and void over $32 million of the guaranteed contract that was given to him. Now, I commend the Raiders, and Jack, your team made a very wise decision.
A tough one. Do you think it was a tough decision though, because he's a good player?
I think it was a tough but the right decision. If his foot is not healing properly, and the medical professionals say your foot is not healing properly, you need to have a second surgery to correct all this, and the patient refuses that on advice of medical care, makes that refusal, that then gives the organization the leverage to release him because he refused medical care that was deemed necessary by the doctors. This was deemed necessary to correct an ongoing injury that was not healing properly.
So let me ask you this. Why would he refuse? Is that okay? You look back at some of these other players that have had multiple surgeries, a la Peyton Manning. He still wanted to play the game. He loved the game. That was a very serious injury he had. And he wanted to come back and play the game, and he did, and won another Super Bowl. What does this tell you about the character of this guy?
It tells me that he thinks he knows more about the medical situation of his body than these doctors do. He thought, oh, I'll just do physical therapy. I'll heal naturally. Well, here's the problem. The risk of him coming back and playing on the field and being a participant and having a major effect now goes on the organization and not him. So now the organization is responsible for him not playing up to his expectations. That is a risk that an ownership group, and a wise ownership group, Jack and the Raider fans, I'm saying that, a wise ownership group led by, oh my God, I'm blanking. Tom Brady, sorry. Not going to say the other guy because he cares more about money, but Tom Brady is showing a leadership of the Raider organization. I think it was a tough but very fiscally wise move to move on from him. Let him go in. If he thinks he's better without the medical care and medical attention, let him go somewhere else. He did file a grievance against the NFL. I will tell you right now, he will not win that grievance at all.
Yeah. Real quick in some of the chat, going back to the concussion, David Young said it's hard to compare the injuries from years ago to today's injuries. Very true.
It's true, but at least today, back then, how many times And I remember seeing this. You're watching the NFL on CBS. Oh, so and so got his head dinged. He'll go to the sidelines, do smelling salt. He comes back in.
Yeah.
He could have
Yeah,
had a
absolutely.
major concussion. Whereas
Yeah.
today, you get that ding. There's someone up in the supposedly independent neurologist or medical care who's saying, buzzing down, saying, get that player off the field now and into the tent.
Yeah.
So it's a
Absolutely.
difference of time period.
And it should be. It absolutely should be, because I mean, it's a health issue. It's a debilitating situation. When you're talking about your mind, your brain. I mean, we only got one of them. You know, I mean, seriously, I know what you're laughing at. I'll get to it. Um, David Colgan says, "Love it, boys." From David in the Bel Air Bay Club. Spence is a
Oh my
legend.
God, Dave! Thank you so much. Got Dave, got Alan, got Connor. I gotta get more of those Rockshore beers to these guys.
You're a legend, dude.
No,
You're a
you know
legend.
what? I'm just a humble servant to my wife who's doing everything for these guys.
Yep, there you go. MHRT Network, we know where this came from because he follows up by saying, I went to the wrong one. The way I
Yeah,
heard
you
it,
texted us the wrong one.
Wilkins had multiple doctors tell him he didn't need a second surgery, but the team wanted him to have it to hurry his recovery instead of letting it heal from the original surgery. Well, that's all well and good, but is it the object of the owners and the medical staff of a team to get the players back on the field as soon as possible, because that's where the money's going to? I mean, does that make sense?
And who are these other doctors? Are they Wilkins' back pocket doctors that he knows? And whereas the team doctors have a keen interest in making sure this guy is healed, this guy is ready to go, this guy is not a risk to the organization. If they thought his injury was a risk to the organization, they would have done what they did. So whoever these other doctors, I mean, if they were Curlin Job, then okay, maybe we'd listen to them.
Mo Curley and Joe.
No, Curlin Job.
Oh no, I'm saying I thought you were talking about the Three Stooges.
Oh, Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Yeah.
No, you never know who those doctors were.
Big E Bronco says, "What's up, Bill?" And that other guy that looks like the guy on Ghostbusters. Oh, jeez.
Okay, man. Hey, make sure your bellies are up. He slimed me. He slimed me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, what? He says, I mean, this is at Madungus. I was hoping for the rest to heal when many doctors say it needs a second surgery, no matter what it is, just sucks. True.
It was a second surgery because it was not heal. From all the indications that I have, it was not healing properly, his foot. So that you needed a second surgery to correct it. But he chose not to do it. He had other doctors said, no, physical therapy. Again, who assumes the biggest risk here in this situation? It's the organization. Because if he gets if he comes back, plays a preseason game, gets injured like that, then he could come back and say malpractice. The Oakland or Las Vegas Raiders did not attend to my medical care. Start paying me now.
Well, here's the other thing. Every athlete, every person on this earth walks on their feet. If your feet are hurt and injured, you're not gonna be able to perform at the level you need to. Why wouldn't he want to do that second surgery? Was there complications in the first one? Is it apprehensive? Is it painful? Is there something else underlying? Don't know.
Again, now we're getting into patient doctor confidentiality, which we probably will never hear.
Yeah.
But the word from the Raiders is that the injury was not healing properly, and we had suggested a second surgery. So inside details from there.
Wow.
Right.
So David Young says, when I played some football, I had 2 surgeries, and the doctor told me that I was done.
Surgeries on knee, foot, hip, or the surgeries that both of our wives think we need on the brain?
Oh my gosh. Okay, moving on to the second topic. This could be a 4-hour show. I can tell already.
Hey,
It's so good. By the way, Spence can go that long because
I
his
can go
wife
that long
is
tonight.
not home, and neither is kids. Hang on. Do you hear anything? Silence.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
you ever heard that song "Silence is Golden"? Just saying.
So my
Uh,
son is
oh,
in San Diego for a birthday party. My wife and daughter. Oh, shoulder and knees. Ugh.
yeah, shoulder and
David,
knees. Those aren't good either way.
amen.
Yeah.
The knees,
If the knees,
knock
if the
knock on
knees
wood.
go, you're in trouble. All right.
Yeah.
How about this one? This is an interesting twist coming off of the Josie Jewell one. Okay. Here we go. Hey, what's up, Victor Lapp? Nice to see you, buddy. Former tight end Noah Fant has been released by the Seattle Seahawks, per Adam Schefter. Fant's release will mean more opportunities for second-year tight end A.J. Barner, rookie Elijah Arroyo, and Eric Saubert. What does that mean for Noah Fant? And on the heels of the Josie Jewell situation, should the Broncos look to bring Noah Fant back?
Nope.
Okay.
Or as my good friend John Whiting, rest in peace, my friend, would always say, nope, zero. You know what? If he couldn't make it here in Denver, couldn't make it in Seattle, let him go to Cincinnati.
Not Noah Fant, Noah can't.
No, I can't. Yeah.
Victory
You know what?
lap, way to go, dude.
Actually, end the topic on that. I think Victory Lap just did a mic drop with that.
That was fantastic. Noah
You know
can't.
what? I wish him well. He's got interest from the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't think the Broncos want to bring him back. I think we are building our own tight end situation. And you know what? You can't make it with the Broncos, who were not in the best of shape. You can't make it with Seattle, who's not in the best of shape right now. And you're going to the Bengals, who have no defense and who has a wide receiver who wants the ball thrown to him 99 times out of 90. Yeah, we're moving on.
I agree. All right. Nick Bonito.
Oh,
The Denver Broncos and Nick Bonito are currently in contract talks. That's good news.
yes.
Bonito and others are scheduled to be free agents in 2026. It is uncertain if the Broncos will be able to re-sign all of them. Along with Bonito is Cortland Sutton, slated to be a free agent next year. When Bonito was asked about the talks of his impending, contract, possibly, extension, he said, and I quote, "I just let my agent handle that. My focus is just winning and trying to get a championship," end quote. Do the Broncos and Nick Bonito get it done before the season starts?
I think they do, because Nick Bonito is not interested in breaking the bank. He's more the team player who wants to make sure that everybody has a piece of the pie. And if he wanted to break the bank, he would have held out. He would have been screaming and yelling. He would have threatened to leave the Broncos. He has basically said publicly, my agent will get it done and we'll take care of it. I think whatever has to happen will happen. He'll be signed to a 4 or 5 year agreement. He'll be in a good position for the next 4 or 5 years. One down, a few more to go.
I don't know what he's asking or his agent's asking. What do you think he's worth if it's a 4-year contract? 75 mil?
I was about to say that.
For a second.
I was thinking 60 to 70 million. Let's just say this. If he wants to break the bank and not leave enough money to win champion, because he has said repeatedly, all I want to do is win championships. He's not, if he wants to break the bank, he's not going to win a championship. Right. If he's looking to get paid, but make sure the team succeeds, he'll be in the 60 to 65 million range for 4 years.
And I think that's fine. That's 15 mil a year.
Yeah.
I mean,
which
that's
is almost at the upper echelon for his
right.
position.
Right. We have a disagreement from Big E Bronco. Go ahead and read it, Spence.
Say, Spence, that's where I disagree with you. I think they should bring Noah Fant.
Fant.
Faint.
Okay.
I know. Back. He's still an upgrade over our backup tight end. You know what? I haven't seen our backup tight ends play in the preseason yet. I would say this. If Cincinnati doesn't sign him and he's still available there once we do our 53-man final cut and we need to sign him to the practice squad, bring him on.
Okay, here we go.
Hang on.
David Yonkin says, I think it'd be foolish if they don't sign Benito, Allen, Sutton before the next season.
I think they'll get it done. I think they'll all get it done. Sutton is out of the three, the concern I have is Sutton. So, yeah. And before we go, everybody, race 4 from Del Mar is about to go off. I love the number 8 horse. He is a closer, loves the grass on Del Mar. And it's a 5 furlong race. The 1 horse is your speed horse. And I think there's going to be a speed duel. The 8's going to come and get them all, win at the wire, and get me a win for the first time in a week, please.
I don't agree with this, but Benito will get 30 to 40 million a year.
No,
probably on a 4-year contract. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. That would break the Broncos.
That would break the bank, but it would also put the Broncos in an unfavorable financial position. I think Benito understands that to get to a championship level, you cannot be the single dominant figure in a financial cap. Now, if he's looking to do a deal where he's making 30 million at the back end of the deal, then that's more favorable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I would agree with that. All right. Sorry, got to wipe my mouse here a little bit. Okay. Last week, R.J. Harvey officially signed with the Broncos as the last member to agree. Now, the Broncos have some strong words in return towards R.J. Harvey. Strong words? Yes. Here it is. And I quote, Harvey is a dynamic presence to a previously underwhelming backfield, and we are anxiously waiting to see him work, end quote. Are they sending a message to R.J. Harvey that he is the number 1 running back of the Denver Broncos going forward?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but I think they're sending a message to him that you have the opportunity to be the man.
What about the guy they brought in? I can't remember his name right now. What about the guy they brought in from the Chargers, who's a veteran? Are you saying that R.J. Harvey is going to beat that guy out, or the running backs that the Broncos already have?
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to inspire him, and they're trying to publicly put him in the position is you have the opportunity to be the man, to be the dominant figure. Who is it they brought in from the Chargers? I apologize.
I can't remember his name either.
Can't remember. 2 old guys, we can't remember a thing. So, but this is a situation. No, R.J. Harvey has a situation where he could. J.K. Dobbins. Thank you, Dobbins. Yeah. But Harvey's got an opportunity. He's young. He's got the ability. He has the talent. And there's a situation where the Broncos needed a running back with his skill to be able to fill a void. So there's an opportunity here if he can take advantage of it. And that's why they're propping him up to see if they can get him to the very best out of him, if they can pull that inner strength out of him.
Okay. Going going back to topic of Nick Benito, Badungus says TJ Watt, Miles Garrett just signed for 45 to 47 million per year, so that's the new market for that position. But is Benito in the same class as a TJ Watt or Miles Garrett? That's the
Right.
question.
And here's the thing: those guys have a lot more experience than Benito. So I'm just going based on that right now. But again, what did those guys sign for all that money? What position did they put the team in to be able to recruit and get other resources in needed skill positions?
Good point. Good point.
Yeah. I mean, because yeah, I think Sutton's walk, not his choice, but the Broncos say don't let the hoof hit your butt out of Denver.
That was Jack Cannon. So Jack Cannon thinks that Sutton leaves Denver at the end of next year.
I I'll be fair and honest.
Or
I think
end of this year.
it's 50-50. If he's smart, if Sutton is smart, he'll sign and stay with the Denver Broncos, and he'll be the man in a situation that is ever potential increasing. If he walks and wants to go for the money, he's going to be another one of those
Ooh.
receivers who cares more about the money.
David Yonkin brought up a good point. Sutton is Bo's blanket, so I don't see him walking. But will
Yes.
the Broncos pay him?
That's
the question.
therein lies the question. I mean, Sutton is a valuable resource. He's a valuable commodity.
He's a 50-50 guy. I mean, look at the receptions he made. Come on.
Right. No, but he is an integral part of the culture and the development of this team and the potential that everybody sees. The problem is, does he care more about breaking the bank or putting a winning team and making a legacy? If he cares more about breaking the bank, then I think he's gone. If he cares more about legacy and making sure he gets to his 10-year mark so that he can get infusion as part of the NFLPA, then he stays with the Broncos.
Richie Rich, what is up, my friend? Nice to see you. Thank you so much for chiming in, man. I really do appreciate it.
Hang on. Got to put this one. You can't compare one edge rusher to another edge rusher. Each one plays differently. Yes. Sure. And it's true. Some of them are more focused on, charge. Some of them have the ability to play different scenarios and be more flexible. So that's what you're paying for. And Benito has the ability and flexibility to play both as charge, play the run, or even if he's asked, and I'm hoping he's not asked, guard the running back coming out of the backfield. So what is it that he's looking for or he cares about? It all comes down to this. Do you care about being on a winning team with a winning legacy? Because winning opens you up to more sponsorships or opens you up to other money outside of the NFL. If you care about, no, I want my $50 million a year guaranteed, I don't care, throw the damn ball at me, then guess what you're going to have? You're going to have a situation where you're going from team to team to team to team.
Wow, Spence, you're getting love tonight, man. Says at Spence, damn loving your takes, dude.
It's daddy juice.
Well, it's got to be something because you're bringing it tonight, man.
Well, hey, you know what? Oh, and David Yonkin, I completely agree with you. If he gets better and gets more, this is why, and you know what? This will lead to the next topic. This is why I wish the Broncos had gotten Von Miller to come in and play and make the roster because he could give that.
Not next, but okay, I get. We'll get to it.
Okay, but Von Miller could have given that wisdom, could have given that insight, that vision, and that's what Benito needs is that vision to see both the run and the pass and be able to make the right decision.
Big E is throwing barbs at Jack. Says Jack, see, here's where you're wrong on Cortland Sutton. Denver is not the Raiders. They don't let big-time wide receivers get out the door without some type of compensation. Hide your eyes, man. That was fire.
Oh
man.
Big E let's see. I wonder what big receiver left the Raiders and went and played with the Jets.
Adams.
mm, I mean,
Adams.
oh, I know, but that is a sample, an example right there. I didn't want to bring it up. An example of someone who cared more about the money, getting the ball thrown to him, than actually winning. And if
But
he
was
cared,
was that pre Tom Brady being in the house?
yes, yes,
Okay, well then there's maybe, but if Tom Brady had been there, it might not have happened.
exactly. And that's where the new and Jack, and I've said this on his show and a few other shows. I applaud the Raiders for the new direction of their culture is taking, and of course I still envision every team from the AFC West making the playoffs, and I want to see that.
Yeah, yeah. Jack Kenneth says, Biggie, I don't see Cortland better than Jacoby Myers. I see both 1B, not 1A. Agree? I mean, on the Broncos, he's 1A. I mean, Cortland Sutton's 1A. I mean, one.
Right.
There's no other one.
No, hey, Cortland Sutton's 1A. I don't see Cortland's better than Jacoby Myers. You want to know something? That's debatable, but culture-wise and teammate-wise and compatibility-wise with Bo Nix, Cortland Sutton got to take him. I think that you could have all the physical attributes and physical abilities and football skills, but if you're not blended with your quarterback and your offensive line and your team, you're going to have problems.
Yeah. David, you're absolutely right. Family will disagree. And that's what this show is. We are family.
Yep. Yeah, amen.
We're the hosts. You guys are the family. We're all sitting around a couch watching sports, enjoying the topics, and we're all discussing. And you're right. We could all agree to disagree. And we could all agree to agree. It's just the way family is. Some agree, some don't. But we all love you guys. We appreciate you being here each and every Friday.
And the one thing we can all agree on is we're getting our buzz on tonight. So happy Friday to everybody.
Oh, yeah, Broncos, but that's what it is. Next topic. Underneath my name, you'll see where it says Sean Payton is in the pressure cooker. Why? I will tell you why. Heading into Bo Nix's second season, the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton have a target on their back. Why? Because of how they finished the 2024 season. A year ago, Denver ended their 8-year playoff drought. Now there are high expectations for Denver, not only to make the playoffs, yeah, but to go deep into them as well. Anything short of that will make the 2024 season look like a one and done with Peyton and Bo Nix. What do you think of that?
I think there's a lot more pressure put on the potential of this team. And you know what? I like it. I like it. If this team wants to take that big step, if they want to make that a big impact, we demand as fans to see the pressure being put on them. Yes, last year, you want to know something? I've discussed it before. Yes, we had a very favorable schedule. We had a weak schedule, and we made it to the playoffs, and Buffalo handed us a nice behind kicking. But we learned from it. We're going to get better, and the team has made some great additions, especially on defense. Offense, we've gotten more weapons. Now we just have to see if the blending of everything can work. I agree with them. Put the pressure on, because the more pressure that's put on you, the more that comes out of you on the field. So Bring it on.
Okay. Real quick, I'm going to jump in this. First off, Jack Kenneth says, love this show. Thank you so much, Jack. I really do appreciate your comments. David Yonkins says, Pro Football Focus doesn't know how to give players credit. I agree with that.
Whoa,
the reason why I brought this topic in is because it's relevant. If the Broncos don't go deep in the playoffs after everybody in the NFL world and Vegas only said they're going to win 5 games and we won 10, how in heaven's name does Pro Football Focus not be accurate if the Broncos only win 8 games next year, or 9 games, or 10 games and not make the playoffs? How is that relevant? It's not. Excuse me. How is that relevant? It is relevant because the Broncos have a target on their back. Nobody gave them credit last year. Nobody in the world gave the Broncos credit for what they saying. Oh, not credit, I should say. Nope. Nobody thought they'd ever win more than 5 games, and they won. They doubled it. They won 10. So if the Broncos fail to make the playoffs this year and or go deep in the playoffs, 2024 has to look like a one and done. I agree with that. Am I wrong, Spence? Am I wrong?
Well, how do we define deep? I mean, does that mean
second round?
Second round.
Round?
Yeah,
I'll take the second round.
I'll take the second round because here's what we have to overcome. We've got to overcome Buffalo. We've got to overcome Baltimore. Those are our 2 nemesis.
And we got to play the Eagles.
The Eagles.
I know they're not in our different division or conference. We still got to play them.
But think about this. For us to make the AFC Championship game, what are the 3 big obstacles we have to overcome? We've got to overcome Buffalo. We've got to overcome Baltimore. And we've got to overcome Kansas City and those cheating referees. So, So when you say a deep run, if we make it to the divisional round, I'll be very happy. If we can make it to the AFC Championship game, even happier.
That's icing on the cake right there.
Yeah, that's icing on the cake after that. And you want to know something, David Yonkin? Agree with you. Successful season for me is winning a playoff game. Yes.
Yep. That's what Madunga said right there too. Denver just needs to win a playoff game. I'll be happy. I'm expecting more, but we will be happy with just one playoff win for now. Agree.
Right, because we understand what we have to go through to get to that higher level. There's a lot of obstacles in our way. The playoffs is going to be our stepping stone. A playoff win in the first round, that is something that's going to help in everything. A playoff win in the second round, that divisional round, is one of those 3 teams that you have to have faced that I just mentioned earlier. That is showing that we're making progress. AFC Championship appearance, hey, we're getting there.
There you go. Victor nailed it. Pressure makes diamonds. But my question is this. Is the pressure going to be too great for Bo Nix in his second year? Because nobody gave him any expectations in year 1. But is the pressure going to be too great going against the Super Bowl champion Eagles? Other teams that the Broncos face, like we've got, I know we got some weaker teams, but we also have our own division. Is the pressure going to be too great for Bo Nix in his second year, knowing full well the expectations that the fans and the media and the press and the team is putting on this on Bo Nix's shoulders?
I think hey, October 5th, that is going to be game 5. I think that'll be game 5. That is going to tell us where we're at. If it's a close game against Philadelphia, then boy, the rest of the season looks good for us. If it's a blowout, then there's questions. My big question is this: can the defense, with all these assets, all these resources, all these commodities that we've put together, can they blend so quickly that they're becoming an unstoppable force for the NFL? That is something I cannot wait to see. And starting August 9th with our first preseason, we'll get an early glimpse at that.
Yeah, very true. Very true. All right. I'm going to get into something that is just going to boil me over. Big time. Boil me over.
Oh, yeah.
Strap on your seatbelts, guys. Turn your volume down because I am going to bring it big time. this one bothers me for a couple of reasons. Here we go. Shannon Sharp has settled his $50 million lawsuit against him for alleged rape. Attorney for, quote, Jane Doe said, and I quote, after protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreement upon resolution. Hang on.
Oh, it gets
All
better.
matters have been addressed satisfactory and the matter is closed. End quote. Sharp has denied the allegations. However, Sharp offered Jane Doe at least $10 million to settle, but the offer was declined until the settlement of $50 million. Spence, before you say anything, I'm going to lose my freaking mind on this. So here goes.
Take the lead.
In my opinion, Shannon Sharp was one of my favorite wide receivers on the Broncos team ever. In the game against the Steelers, where he caught the ball in his shoulder and they went on to win that game, go to the Super Bowl and beat the Green Bay Packers after they were underdogs by 11 points. That was a fantastic game. That was a fantastic career by Shannon Sharp. He deserves the Hall of Fame on the freaking field. In regards to what he does off the field, I have no respect for this guy. I didn't like him on Undisputed because he always shot his mouth off. Of course, I didn't like the other guy either. I couldn't stand him more than Shannon Sharp. The point I'm trying to make is this. You don't settle if you're not guilty. If you're guilty, you settle. Why? Because you don't want to go to court. You don't want all that stuff coming out. You don't want all the negative stuff coming out because he knows he's guilty. Why would anybody give anybody any money because you're innocent? You don't do that. You don't. You take it to court and have your day. But if you're guilty, you give it up. He offered her $10 million, and she said, "My lawyer's gonna take you, baby," and she did. Do I have respect for Shannon Sharp on the field? Absolutely. Glad he's in the Hall of Fame for what he did on the field. Off the field, his personal life, no, I don't respect that one bit. I also don't respect her for being a gold digger and going after more money.
Bingo.
I don't respect that either. Two wrongs don't make a right. But in this case, Shannon Sharp, I know that he wanted to keep his job. I know he wanted to keep some form of dignity. But in my opinion, his off the field dignity is wiped out. I'm done.
No, and I agree with you 100%. Shannon Sharp, I've listened to his shows, listened to his comments. He has an arrogant persona, and if I understand this correctly, he essentially paid little less than $50 million to have a get out of jail card, to get away with it, to try to keep some semblance of his freedom. His career in the media is done. His show, done. ESPN, I'll bet you right now, is looking a way to get out of that contract. Even though there was no implication of guilt, he's done.
Yep.
Whatever this, and you want to know something? It takes two to tango. Yes, he probably did something. Did she entice him? Who knows? We don't know the full story, but you had an aggressive, arrogant, I think I can do anything I want. I'm not going to go with the invincible speech that I've told everybody, combined with, I'm looking for gold. I'm looking for money. I just got paid. So it was the perfect storm. It blew up. And you know what? Move on. I don't want to give.
Is Shannon Sharp's career over?
Yes.
In the media.
It's done. It's done.
He's off at ESPN or whatever.
Technically, he's not off ESPN yet, but I bet you anything their lawyers are looking at the contract, trying to find a way to get out of it. and they may just pay him off, and it's like, here, take your money, get away.
Is there any way Shannon Sharp's any words that he says on any show hold any credibility?
No, zip, zero, nada, none. He's done.
Okay. David Youngkin brought up a good point. I thought about having Shannon Sharp the Jackass of the Week, but I got a bigger one.
Oh,
because it involves more people. So I didn't put David. I did not put Shannon Sharp as a Jackass of the Week. However, because you asked for it, we will do that right now. Shannon Sharp, this is for you.
You suck, you jackass.
There you go. That's just for you, David.
And
But
victory
that's not
lap,
the real one.
victory lap. I'll give him the final reach on this. That is an interesting statement
What
right
is
there.
it? I
heard she retired from OnlyFans after the settlement. Interesting.
Wow.
Don't know if it's true or not, or if it's just a theory. But you want to know something?
Let me ask you a question. Okay, aside from any illicit criminal payout, whatever, if somebody gave you $50 million, would you quit what you're doing right now?
No, because I love the work I'm doing. I take the 50 million, try to invest it wisely. I say try. I say try because I think my honey and my kids, especially my kids, would go on a shopping spree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. D-Rock, what's happening?
What is up, my friend? D-Rock is in the house. Awesome. Big Bill, I love it, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Victor Lapp says ego is a MFer.
Yes. Oh, no. You want to know something? We've all had it. I have talked about it many times. Everybody, you get to this level where you think you're invincible. My buddies Connor, Alan, and David, you guys are young. It's going to happen. You think you're invincible. You think you can do whatever you want. Nothing's going to happen to you until it does.
Okay. The other thing, though, is you think you're invincible. But in Shannon Sharp's case, or anybody in the spotlight, wouldn't you think you'd take a step back and say, hey, you know what? If I do this, I could lose my career. If I do this, I could lose. No?
No, because it's the do you know who I am clause.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm Shannon Sharp. I can do whatever I want to. I'm the man. I can say whatever I want to. I can act the way I want to, and nothing's going to happen bad to me.
Is Shannon Sharp married?
Probably not.
If he was, he's not anymore. I mean, you give up 50. I'm thinking to myself, if he's married, I mean, we could go down that whole CEO and that HR person. We're not going to go down that road again, but
no, he's not married.
Okay. Well, that doesn't give him the right to do what he did.
No,
or allegedly do what he did. But if you're paying somebody $50 million, you did something.
you did something, but again, it takes two to tango. I mean, I hate to bring up the Chiefs in this thing, but there's a famous fan with a song that says, players are going to play.
True. All right. We are going to get into a new segment. We did this segment last week. We did not have the intro.
Thank you,
Dungus created the intro for this week. We are going to bring in the first intro for the new segment called Did I Do That? Here it is. Did I do that? Okay.
Did I do that?
Here it is. For those of you who don't know, go back and watch. What was that name of the show? Family Matters. Go back and watch Family Matters. It was a real skinny guy, kind of like me. It wasn't me.
It was Urkel.
It was Urkel. But anyways, go back and watch it. Whenever he did stupid things or things that you thought was kind of bizarre, he always said, did I do that? Okay. Richard Tillman, brother of Pat Tillman, the late Pat Tillman, is accused of crashing a vehicle into a post office and starting a fire last Sunday morning. Huh?
Yep.
Really? Hang on. Authorities are investigating to see if it was intentional. Wait till you hear what he did, and you tell me if it was intentional. Tillman live streamed the entire incident online, according to KNTV in San Francisco. Tillman is being held currently on $60,000 bond. No charges were released at this time, according to what he did. Hang on a second. He's filming this whole incident, and they don't know if it was intentional? Hello? Did I do that? Yeah, you did, you moron. What the heck?
Welcome to California justice. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's just, you know what? I hope he gets the mental help that he needs, but we live in a state which the, how can I say it politely? The criminal system's not working.
So let me ask you this. His brother, Pat Tillman, played for the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
In September 11th, 2001, Pat Tillman was so moved by the injustice of our country being attacked that he voluntarily left the Arizona Cardinals, went into the military, and was killed, unfortunately. His brother, by what?
Friendly fire.
Yeah, I know that's wrong too. Absolutely. Yeah. That being said, his younger brother is going to tarnish that name of what Pat Tillman did. In my opinion, he's tarnishing it. Spen, what do you know? We say no.
No, I don't think. You want to know something? It's 20 years. If he had done this 20 years ago, then yes. If he's doing it today, you know what? He's got some mental issues. He's got some other issues. I hope he finds his inner peace and his mental health gets corrected and gets
a post office. What's he got against a postman? What the heck?
We may never know. He may have worked there. He may have known somebody. He may have tried to send a package, and the postman said you can't send that stuff because it's illegal.
So I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Let's just say that I don't know. I can't even begin.
You want to know something? It's also preliminary right now. Yes, there was intent. Yes, he knew what he was doing. Mm-hmm. Yes, he's mentally unstable. So now here comes the ethical question. Do you put him in an institution, a criminal institution for what he did, or do you try to find him into a situation where he can get the mental health that he needs so that he can figure out what he did wrong and make restitution for it?
True. Yeah. Going back to what David Youngkin said, so can you call Sharp the Jackass of the Week? I do have the Jackass of the Week next topic. Did you have something before that, Spence?
Yeah, race 5 at Del Mar. I'm on the favorite, the 8-horse. Definitely is in good form, should be blasting out there for everybody who's going to play the races. I had my buddy said, "Hey, Jackass, you finally hit the board with a pick. Now
you win one?
Huh?
You did win one?
No, I finished 3rd place. I hit the board.
Oh, hit the board.
So I might be the new Jackass of the Week if I can't win a horse race.
Oh.
After hitting a 19-1 and a 3-1 last week.
Yeah, right. You win some, you lose some. Kind of like the Broncos,
And then when I win some, my wife's like, "We're doing."
Oh, by the way, when you did win last week, did you go? Because you said you're going to go for sushi. Did you go?
She went with my kids.
And you went where?
I got leftovers. I was happy. Hey, as long as my kids,
happy wife,
happy wife,
happy Latina wife,
happy Latina wife, low credit card bill.
No, high credit card bill. My wife always goes, "Babe, can I use the card?" Yeah, babe, whatever. Okay, I can't let her watch the show tonight. Here we go. This week's Jackass of the Week.
You suck, you jackass.
Here it is. You thought Shannon Sharp was bad. I agree. Shannon Sharp was bad. I think Conan's having a fit over there, but we're going to read this.
Yeah,
anyway.
because I'm going to finish 4th again. Oh!
And you picked the favorite.
Yes. So I might be the
Del Mar. You again in Del Mar. Haven't you learned your lesson?
No, I'm the jackass of the week.
All right. Speaking of jackass of the week, not Kona. Here we go. The NFL has fined not one,
not two,
not 10, 100 NFL players and 24 club employees for selling Super Bowl 59 tickets above the face value, according to the Associated Press. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Yeah.
The NFL released this statement, and I quote, "Players will receive a fine of 1.5 what they paid for the tickets and won't be allowed to buy tickets to the next 2 Super Bowls unless they are playing in it." Whoa, wait a minute. So if they're playing in the game, they can get the tickets? So that means potentially they can resell them again. So basically the NFL is doing a double standard.
True.
That's not right. I mean, come on. Let me say that again. Listen to what I'm saying. Well, not me what I'm saying. Listen to what the NFL said. Players will receive a fine of 1.5 what they paid for the ticket. Let's say a ticket costs $5,000. Now they're paying $8,500 or $7,500. Okay. And won't be allowed to buy tickets for the next 2 Super Bowls unless they're playing in them. That makes no sense. That makes 0 sense. Who are the 100 players? They did not release that. We don't know. We don't even know the 24 employees. I continue. I'm still quoting. Club employees face fines up to 2 times face value of their ticket, end quote. Why do the employees have to pay more than the NFL players? And they don't have a chance to get tickets. They're banned for 2 years, apparently. I mean, it didn't say, but I'm assuming. And yet the players can go ahead and get tickets if they're playing in the freaking game? How in heaven's name is that? I've lost the words. I'm dumbfounded. How does that make any sense whatsoever?
There's 2 separate agreements we have here. So the NFLPA, as part of the agreement between the union and the NFL, stipulated the number of tickets that each player is entitled to as going to the Super Bowl. So you can't fight what's in the contract. Now, employees of a particular organization are set to separate rules and regulations. So it's the organization who determines how many tickets each employee gets. So if an employee violated the terms of the NFLPA by taking gifted, not purchased, gifted tickets and selling them for a profit, that goes against the NFL Players Association contract with the NFL. And it's a bigger violation. So they're subjected to a separate rules. The players, unfortunately, because of the contract they have, they get a little hand slap and they're like, no, don't do that again. Of course, they're players. They're going to do that again. They care about themselves. They're like, oh, the NFL contract, yeah, whatever. Well, I'm going to do whatever I want and I'll get away with it again.
My thing is this. Don't the NFL players make a ton of freaking $1 million money and they got to be that greedy to take a $3,000 or $5,000 ticket and try and make money off it? Really? Seriously.
How many times have we seen in the post here? Ego, arrogance. I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. It's absolutely mind-boggling.
I mean, this is, and I want to be delicate when I say this. These are probably NFL players who probably didn't have everything or didn't have all the riches and all the necessities and all
Boy,
the
you are definitely walking that freaking picket fence, boy. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
Growing up, and now they have an opportunity to make it, and it's.
But wouldn't you think they would be smarter and say, "Hey, you know what? I have this opportunity. I don't want to blow it. I don't. I want to make something of myself. I don't know. I can't think in their situation because I haven't been in their situation.
That's where having a good agent helps. I would say 9 out of the 10 agents care more about the money than the player.
Well, of course they do. Absolutely.
If you have a good agent who you could call and say, "Hey, I want to do this," and the agent goes, "Okay, here's what's going to happen." So it's all about making sure you're taken care of and you're in the right situation. But you've got I'll just say player A, who came from, bad upbringing, had nothing, fought for everything. Now he has money, and now he's doing something that he's trying to take advantage of the situation to make more money and thinks he can get away with it. It's lifestyle, it's training, it's education, it's learning, it's discipline. And you don't quite see that with all professional athletes.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for sure. I tell you what, we don't know who the 100 players are. We don't know who the 24 employees are. I don't know if they're from the Eagles. I mean, now let me ask you a question. Do only Super Bowl tickets go to the two teams, players and employees, or they goes to the entire NFL?
I think, if I remember correctly, I think each player is entitled to 2 tickets.
So that would be in the entire NFL. So there's multiple players from multiple teams that did this. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. That's crazy, man. ASAP Hood says, let's see Broncos. Hopefully Mac can recruit Christian Wilkins. Who's Mac?
Yeah, Mac.
I don't know.
Because we talked about Christian Wilkins already. He wasn't healing properly from his first surgery. The Raiders recommended a second surgery, which would help him. Wilkins came in with his doctor saying, no, you don't need it. But because the best interest of the Raiders takes precedence, that's why they released him, because Wilkins didn't want to go through that healing path.
Right. Okay, this is a very interesting twist to a former head coach and former offensive coordinator. I want your take on this, Spence, big time. Former Broncos horrible head coach. No, not Josh McDaniels, although he did draft Tim Tebow, which I love. Former Broncos horrible head coach Nathaniel Hackett is back on the Packers? Yep. But not on the offense, but on the defensive side.
Are you okay?
Huh? The defensive side? He will be an analyst role for their defense. It's interesting that he was hired for a defensive role, although it's not rare in today's day and age. Head coach Matt LaFleur said, and I quote, "I just think it's a fresh perspective." Huh? A fresh perspective? He says, and I still quote him, "Sometimes it gives you a little different lens to see through it all." End quote. Are you kidding me? Hang on a second. Nathaniel Hackett was a horrible head coach. He was a great. Oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
He was also ran offensive coordinator because he had Aaron Rodgers. Okay. He proved his worth as in 0 when he became the head coach of the Denver Broncos. Didn't know a dang thing. Then he went to the Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers got hurt. and he still sucked because Aaron Rodgers wasn't there. Now he's going back to the Packers on the defensive side as an analyst. Have the Packers organization lost their freaking mind? In my opinion, I hope so, because I like the Vikings. That's my NFC team. What do you make of this, Spence?
You know what? I like Matt LaFleur as a coach. He has made all the great decisions, all the great moves, all the smart interests, everything. And bringing Hackett as an analyst, not as a coach, not as an assistant, an analyst or a consultant to help out on this.
Go ahead. We'll bring it in. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. All I could say is this. Hackett must have something on the Packers organization. That's the only reason they're bringing him in, because LaFleur is 20,000 million times smarter than Hackett is. And why do you need Hackett's vision to create an offense that is going to help negate a defense? This does not make sense.
I love what Madunga says. Nobody better than Hackett to stop it off.
I agree.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. Paul Schaefer, thank you for chiming in. Really do appreciate it. Excuse me. Says, hey, brothers and sisters in Broncos country. Love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate it. You guys have been great in the chat. You guys have really been really supportive in the chat. You've got great comments, and we bring up 90%. Sweet, we play Green Bay. I know. Hack it up.
I'll tell you right now. I had that as a close win. Now I have it as a Broncos blowout.
Yeah. Hey, Dylan, what is up? Says, let's get the season started. Let's get the party started. I agree, man. Let's go. Well, where's that one from to
alcohol? The cause of and the solution to all the world's problems.
There you go. See? We don't need Madungus doing. We got you. All right. I'm gonna bring in something that I know Madungus gonna say, because I'm a Chargers fan, which I'm not, but here it comes. Von Miller of the Washington Commanders has chosen his new number. After wearing number 58 in Denver and number 40 in LA and Buffalo, Von Miller has chosen number 24 to honor Champ Bailey. Miller said, and I quote, and this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. This is Von Miller. And this is Von Miller. I love it. Von Miller said, and I quote, I have a lot of respect for Champ. I played with Champ for 3 years. He's one of my big brothers, and he played here, meaning Washington, because that's where Von Miller is now. He played here, and he wore that number 24. So it was like it spoke to my heart. It spoke to me. So I decided to go with that number 24, end quote. What do you say about Von Miller? Is that class? Is that respect? Is that admiration? Is that honoring somebody who was a great player in Washington as well as a great player in Denver? And I absolutely love the fact, and the reason why I said about the Chargers, I'll get them in just a second. I absolutely love the fact that Von Miller recognized Champ Bailey, wants to honor Champ Bailey, and Champ Bailey was honored that he chose his number.
No, this shows the amount of respect that Von Miller has for not just the game of football, for every player who's ever played. He's putting himself behind everybody who came before him, and he has the biggest respect for Champ Bailey when the time they had here in Denver. I wish he would have come to Denver and wore Champ Bailey's number here at Denver and taught our team, but huge respect to Von Miller. I know he wants to try to get to one more Super Bowl and thinks that the Redskins, Commanders, or maybe Redskins again.
Hopefully. It should be.
But I respect that he's going after the big prize and not trying to go after a financial gain. Huge kudos to him for what he's doing. Mad respect for what he's doing. I'm a Von Miller fan. It's going to be tough to watch the Redskins versus Broncos game after the bye week in week 11.
The reason why I even brought up the LAC word is because Phillip Rivers officially retired, signed a one-day contract with the LA Chargers to officially retire as an LA Charger. I hope the Denver Broncos do the absolute same thing with Von Miller. Don't diss this guy. Don't kick him to the curb. Don't say he's not a Bronco, because he is a Bronco. He loves the Denver Broncos. He always has said he loves the Denver Broncos. He was the Broncos MVP of Super Bowl 50. If the Broncos win, Von Miller is ready to retire officially, and the Broncos don't sign him to a one-day contract, in my opinion, that is going to put a very, very sour note, sour taste, sour everything in my hello, what the heck?
No, whoa. Oh, boy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just pop in, but I got some good news I wanted to share, but I didn't want to interrupt y'all.
What, we made $1 million on a we got a contract?
No, but what I did want to do is I wanted to thank every single viewer, every single person that chats, every single person that watches the shows. The MHRT network is now averaging 4,000 views per year. And so if you start seeing some ads in some shows or on some live streams, I know they get annoying, but it helps us to be able to take care of the network and everything that goes on with the network. So I just wanted to jump in and thank everybody that is watching, everybody that has joined, everybody that likes the shows.
Wow.
Big hats off to you guys. I really appreciate everybody.
Wow.
That's all I wanted to say.
Mike, stay on as long as you want, man. It's okay, man. That is fantastic news. So when does all this start? Next month?
Did.
Wow.
I got the email a couple hours ago and turned everything on right before the show started.
Wow.
So I don't know exactly how it affects live streams. I think an ad will play at the beginning, like when you first join in. But other than that, there shouldn't be any in the live stream. It's mostly like on watching videos back. Like if you go back and you watch a podcast, there'll be some ads in there. And again, I know how annoying they can be, but we're just trying to.
Dylan says you're looking sexy, dude.
I came out this way, beard and all.
Hey, that's fantastic news, man. I know it's been a work in progress, Mike. I know you've done a tremendous job behind the scenes. I know that you've worked diligently. You've worked long hours to make this network what it is. It's your baby. I'm just honored. I know Kona's honored. I know everybody else on the network is honored to be part of it. Mike, hats off. Congratulations to you and what you've done with this network.
Dude, it's insane to think, like, when the season starts, it'll be 5 years that we've been doing that. Well, that the podcast started, and then the network is like 3.5. But yeah, it's been 5 years.
Wow. Yeah. Well, congratulations, man. I'm honored to be part of it. I really am.
We're both honored too.
That's amazing.
I just figured I would let you guys know and thank everybody, and right before I grab some food and get fatter, so
it's all good, man. It's all good. Thanks for that great news, man. Really do appreciate it. Thanks so much, man.
That's all I needed. I got to go get some food, so I'll see you guys.
All right.
Take care.
Yep.
Maybe.
Wow. That is fantastic. 4,000, what do you say? 4,000 hours a year? That's amazing. It's because the Kona. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say something, guys, and I mean this from my heart. Kona, I've meant it to you many times off air, but I want everybody to know exactly how I feel. When I was approached by Mudungus, go ahead. When I was approached by Mudungus a little over a year ago, and Kona was always in the chat, always making great comments, always making great questions, throwing out questions stuff, and I was solo. Mike called me and he said, "Hey, what do you think about bringing Spence on the show?" And I was like, I don't know, man. I said, I don't know. I've been doing solo for so long. I'm comfortable doing solo. And he said, how about you do a demo? I think it would work well. I think you guys will mesh well. I said, all right, I'll give you that. I'll give you a demo. You did a demo. He said, give it 15 minutes. Kona, correct me if I'm wrong. We did a 5-minute demo. I said, I know this will work. I know it's a done deal. Spence, you've been the best co-host I could ever want on this show, and I mean that seriously. You are the opposite of me, which is perfect. It's like that magnet and steel. I mean, you put two positive magnets, they're going to repel. We're not that way. You've been the best thing that could ever happen to this show, and I thank you very, very much.
And Bill, I gotta say this. Cue the violins and the drama music. You know, I've always had an interest in doing something like this, but it wasn't until I met you and had a conversation with you. And you and I, that first conversation we had on the phone, it was like you and I were brothers.
Mm-hmm.
We hit it off right away. We had the same vision. We had the same appetite.
Mm-hmm.
We had the same appreciation. And we had the same thoughts. And yes, yeah, we'll sometimes disagree on things, but in the end, we discuss things out and we have an appreciation for what we do, but we have a bigger appreciation for everybody in the chat.
Amen.
Talking
Absolutely.
here, who's participating. Even you, ASAP Hood, with all your clips and all your chats. I know you're out there. I respect you, my man. You're out there.
Okay.
But
we do respect everybody's comments. We don't always bring them up because it might ruffle feathers, but everybody that's in that particular channel, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, you can see those comments if you're in that channel. When we bring them up, everybody can see it. So that's why we reserve certain ones, because of the content. That's the only reason. But you guys are free to say what you want.
And we look, hey, be as vocal as you want. Say whatever you want. You know, I'll be, and I think Bill says the same thing. If we go outside of the bounds of clear thinking, rational thought, we may not post it, but we love hearing from you guys. You love hearing, oh, sorry about that.
Who's the peanut butter and who's the jam?
Okay.
That was the ASAP. That's what we're talking about. Sometimes we don't understand where it's coming from, but it's okay.
It's okay. We love hearing.
So he wants to know am I the peanut? No, we're not going there. No,
we're not going there. But Dylan has a great question.
Bronco Bill, what's your thoughts on us going Evan Ingram as one of our tight ends? I love Evan Ingram. Absolutely love Evan Ingram. I don't think he is what he was in New Orleans. He was a lot younger in New Orleans under Sean Payton, but Sean Payton knows him. Sean Payton is not going to put Ingram in a vulnerable situation. He's going to use him to the best possible position, best possible spot. Not going to put him across the middle and take a shot to the head or whatever. I like Ingram. Do I think he's our number one tight end? I don't know. I mean, only time can tell. But I think we got a really good guy in Ingram. He's going to teach the younger tight ends what it takes to be a great receiver, what to do, the moves, that kind of thing. A la Von Miller. When Von Miller was in Denver, he taught a lot of the Broncos. Look at the guy from Dallas. What was his name? DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware said that Von Miller taught me a lot of moves I didn't know. Same thing. That's the point of having a really good seasoned veteran that knows what it takes to win it all. Okay.
Quick update from the boss here. Sorry, it's not 4,000 views per year. It's 4,000 hours watched on an average per year.
Wow. That's it. I think that's better. That's even better.
Much better.
Much better. Absolutely.
Okay, the peanut butter and jelly comments. Come on, guys. Really?
Oh, I didn't see that. Dylan says, how do you guys think PS2 is going to do this year? Do you think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year again? I say that would be extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. Why? Because most players don't go back to back. They usually don't go back to back. Do I think he's capable of going back to back? Absolutely. No doubt about it. But you got to remember, this team, the Broncos team this year, and their schedule is playing harder teams than they did last year. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult, a la the Eagles, a la, do we play Detroit? We don't play the NFC North, do we?
No, we do not.
Okay.
Well, we play one game against Green Bay.
Yeah, hack it. Come on, man. So it's going to be tougher. It's going to be tougher. We still got the Chiefs. We still got the Raiders. We still got the Chargers. We still got our own division. We also have harder teams, and we play a lot of road games in later in the year. We play the Giants at home. We got that. Do we play Buffalo this year?
No, we don't play Buffalo. We don't play Baltimore. We have that Christmas Day debacle at Kansas City where the referee.
So you see what I'm saying? So do I think he can win it? Absolutely. Do I think they'll give it to him? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
I think he could win it, but I think he's established himself so much as a deterrent that he may not have a lot of passes thrown in his direction this year as compared.
Oh, they're going to target Barton, the new corner. Corner.
So I think the problem's going to be is he's going to be such a great shutdown cornerback that he might not see much action coming his direction. So, and I agree with Bill. Winning back-to-back, you rarely see that in the NFL for defensive players.
Yeah. All right. Last two topics, guys. I know you're excited because we're an hour and 37 minutes into the show. You guys have been fantastic. Once again, thank you guys so much for your viewership, your support. The news we got from Adungus a little earlier of 4,000 viewing hours on average per year has now put us into the getting commercial royalties. So we really do appreciate that. You guys have been a huge, huge reason for that. And we definitely don't take it lightly. We don't take it for granted, but we definitely do want to acknowledge each and every one of you for your support. It means everything to us, as you can tell. All right. The last two topics. Listen to this. These two go hand in hand. According to ESPN, the Denver Broncos have one of the best starting lineups, both on offense and defense. With the offseason signings and draft picks, the only teams ranked higher than the Denver Broncos are, and we'll see if you guys agree, Baltimore Ravens, Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champs, Detroit Lions, Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. Okay. Now, that being said, listen to this. The defense is solid, and if Bo Nix can avoid the sophomore slump, this is from ESPN, if Bo Nix can avoid the sophomore slump, the offense has the tools to be a very good group. They didn't say great. They said good. Does that put, in your opinion, Spence, do the Broncos belong in the top 5? And if so, who do you take out?
Honestly, I would say no, because you have to take out. Who do you take out? Buffalo?
Kansas City?
Baltimore? No.
You shook your head with Kansas City.
I shook my head with Kansas City, but it's one of those you can't take them out of the top 5 because they always seem to find a way to win.
Dylan wants me to repeat the question. Hold on, Dylan. Here we go.
Okay.
The question is, the defense is solid, and if Bo Nix can avoid the sophomore slump, the offense has the tools to be a very good group. Do the Broncos belong in the top 5 with Baltimore, Philadelphia, Detroit, Buffalo, and Kansas City? That's the question.
I
Go
would
ahead,
say they're close. You can't get rid of Buffalo. You can't get rid of Baltimore. You can't get rid of Philadelphia. You can't get rid of Detroit. The only team that I would get rid of Kansas City because I think they're on the downward spiral. But at the same time, yeah, I agree, Madungus, sophomore. At the same
I
time,
said sophomore.
no, you said sophomore.
Okay, well,
That's all right.
That's a horse. That's a horse that runs at Del Mar.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
Speaking of which, the 11th horse here in the 6th race coming up, Speed Horse, should blaze through. Well, hopefully we'll win. But I want to say that the Broncos should be top 5, but again, it's a kind of, for the Broncos, it's kind of a wait and see. You want to see if this Denver defense can blend together and be as dominant as they are on paper. You want to see if the offense can take that next step forward. Top 5, I'm not ready to say that.
Sophomore, that's how they said it on the 1700s when Bill was helping write the dictionary.
What, you were there for the development of the Constitution and the
I was there in 1776. I was the Bill of Rights. Just saying. Just saying.
Okay. That's actually good. That was really
That was
good.
a good one, huh?
That was a very, very good one. I commend you on that one.
Oh, shoot. All right. On the heels of that topic, this is the last topic of the show. You guys have been fantastic. An hour and 41 into it. Here is the last topic. The NFL has listed the 5 best offenses. Talking about offenses.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL has listed the 5 best offenses for the 2025 NFL season. Where does the Denver Broncos rank?
Okay.
Well, here's the best top 5 according to the NFL. Number 5. What? Let's go 3 hours to celebrate. Number 5, Washington Redskins. I mean Commanders. Do you agree?
Maybe at number 5, but yeah, I kind of agree.
Number 4, Detroit Lions.
Yes.
Number 3, Cincinnati Bengals.
If we're just talking offense, then not number 3, but I would have them potentially top 5.
Number 2, take a guess.
Buffalo.
Bingo. Buffalo Bills. And who do you think is the number 1 offense according to the NFL heading into 2025 NFL season?
Can't be the Denver Broncos.
Nope.
Minnesota Vikings. Baltimore Ravens. No.
NFL ranks the Baltimore Ravens as the number 1 offense in the entire NFL heading into 2025.
No.
Denver is not even on the list. Going back to what they said, that according to ESPN, the Broncos have they got one of the number 1 offense and defensive lineups in the entire NFL. How can they be let off of the top 5? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, who do you take out?
Cincinnati Bengals. Come on, really?
No. Cincinnati Bengals have a prominent offense. They have a horrible defense, but the Bengals do have an offense. Now, yes, we did hold them to only, I think, 28 points, but they were scoring 30s and 40s on a regular basis.
Ooh. Dylan says, I say Denver ranks 8th offense because their offense can be better, but once we see how our offense goes this season, it might go up or down. Do you agree?
I agree 100%. I cannot put Denver's offense in the top 10. Plus, here's the thing. We've only had a limited sample. Sean Payton did not even open half of the playbook.
Which means we could be a lot better, which we should be in the top 5.
But you use the most important words: if, should. We don't know. This is the first. Like I said, the first September is going to come out and show what we've got. I expect us to be maybe 3-2 after the Philadelphia game. But that Philadelphia game is going to be a monumental summit to see how we have escalated our defense as well as our offense going.
Let me ask you this real quick. If and there's that word again, if we beat the Eagles in Philadelphia, what message does that send to the NFL?
Watch out.
Okay.
What message that sends to the NFL? You have to go to Denver in December.
Whoa. Paul, is that a news break or what? It said Josie Jewell just retired. Is that a news break?
Hang on.
Wow. If that's the case, I commend him because that means his concussions are extremely serious. Beyond serious.
If he did, yeah, I would not be surprised. But I'll say this. Paul just confirmed that.
Okay, Paul. Okay, keep that up there. Keep that up there. Put that back there. Put that back up there, please. Okay, so my question to you, Paul, is this. Where did you get that information? And did that come from Carolina or did that come from Josie Jewell? Just wanting to know. And then Paul Schaefer follows up by saying concussions is why. Well, we had a segment on that earlier, Paul. If go back at the beginning of the show, watch from the beginning. We did talk about that. That was one of our main topics. And we referenced the fact that he walked away from another podcast. Okay. He walked away because he said that he still has 7 months. After 7 months, he still has concussion situations and issues. So just wanting to know if he officially retired or if he just wanting to come back because there was a possibility he said he may want to come back. Dylan says, so the top 5 ranking defenses of 2025 from ESPN is Texans.
No.
Defensive now. Texans, Ravens, Broncos, Eagles, Vikings. What do you think of the top 5? Texans, no.
Texans, no. Ravens, yes. Broncos, yes. Eagles, yes. Vikings, no.
Vikings, no?
No. That defense had so many holes in the final quarter of the season. I think they're better, but if you're saying today with all of the free agent signings, no.
Okay. But you see the Broncos are on the defensive side, but they're not on the offensive side. So that brings me to the point of this. Is it because the running game wasn't there last year? Or is it but we won 10 games, guys. How can the offense not be higher than even thought of in the top 5? Dylan says, Spencer Bill, do you think you're going to watch Happy Gilmore too? I'm not a movie guy. I'm really not. I don't really like slapstick movies, so I'll probably not watch it. But a lot of guys have been talking about it. I work at a golf course, so I'll probably catch a wink or two. You know what I'm saying?
I've got to be honest. I know my wife's watching. I saw the first 10 minutes. I'm definitely watching the movie.
How'd you see the first 10 minutes?
The fingers do slip, and
he cheated. He got it.
Cheated.
He got it illegally. He's a offender.
I'm in trouble. Well, yeah, I'm in trouble 24/7.
Oh, look, it said it came out on Netflix. There you go.
It came out on Netflix today.
Oh, you covered your keister pretty quick. I see that.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, you guys. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the show. It's almost an hour and 50 minutes of the show. You guys have been fantastic. We got some great news from Mundungus and the network. We are now 100% monetized. And it's not in any way, shape, or form in anything less than you guys' participation. It is everything about you guys. You guys' support, You're the backbone. I've mentioned that many, many times each and every week on the show. You are the backbone. You are the energy of this show, and this is why we do it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We bring up the topics. We miss you when you're not here. We really do. We miss you when you're not here. We appreciate when you are. Spence, go ahead and read the chat, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, good. Hey,
on this Friday.
great to see everybody in the chat tonight, voicing and new people too. David Yonkin, thank you so much. Connor, my man, thank you so much for your comments. Alan, thank you so much. Yes, I know I need to bring Rockshore beers. I know my wife's going to remind me to make sure I bring you guys those Rockshore beers. Darren, thank you very much for your comments. Jack Kenna, Jack, appreciate you. Get a computer with a camera. I know you have your iPhone. I want to see the wider range of you. JC Weaver, thank you so much for your comments. Appreciate it. Of course, I got to make a comment. My honey chimed in, so thank you, honey.
Better, or you be in the doghouse.
I'm in the doghouse even if I don't comment. I mean, I've got to put a little doghouse above my bed here because that's where I sleep every night. Jack, thank you so much. David Cooligan, thank you so much, David. Appreciate everything you do for my family. MHRT Network.
Hey, we're now fully monetized.
Oh, Madungus, thank you so much for your comments. Big E, thank you so much for everything. Appreciate your input. Victory Lap, yo! Thank you so much for your comments tonight and your chats in the as part of the show. Sorry, I'm choking on my own saliva. Thank you, Madungus, for all your support. Great. Richie Rich, thank you so much for your comments tonight. Appreciate you chiming in and being a part of the show. ASAP, thank you. I know you were trying to get on a tangent on other things. Thank you for being a part of the show. Appreciate it. We did get a few of your comments in there. I know. But thank you for being a part of the show.
Some of them we just can't bring up.
Some of them we can't bring up. D-Rock, thank you very much for being a part of the show. Appreciate it. Tawdry Wrinkles. Do you know who Tawdry is? Well, thank you.
I didn't even see it.
Well, here. If you didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I'm not in the chat right now. I'm in the no way bring the wiener back.
The whiners.
Oh, whiner.
Oh, yep.
Why did I say wiener? That's not even whatever.
Where are you thinking? Dylan. To alcohol, the cause of and the solution to all the world's problems. Paul Schaefer, thank you so much for your comment. Chewy, I know we saw you. We didn't get to post your comment. So, Chewy, thank you for being a part of the show. Yo. Appreciate all your podcasts. And I believe so many great comments here.
Yep.
I believe that.
Chewy, love it, man. Nice to see you as always. Thanks for chiming in.
I think we got Oh, no, Connie Collins.
Nice.
Connie, thank you so much. No, he's too much drama. Referring to peanut butter and jelly, or is that referring to ASAP? We don't know. We love hearing all the comments.
I have no idea, but you know what? That's a great way to just end it.
You know what? Let's call it there.
Peanut butter and jelly or something else.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all your comments tonight. Bill, take us out.
Guys, once again, I said this at the beginning of the show. I have to say it again. Next Friday is August 1st. It's my wife, my lovely bride of 29 years. It's our anniversary. We will not be doing this show next week. I asked Spence if he wanted to do it. He said, no, this is your anniversary. I'm not going to take the spotlight. So I appreciate that. We will be here the following week on the 8th, hopefully. If anything changes, we will let you know. Guys, thank you so very, very much for always being here, supporting us, giving us the energy that allows us to do what we love. You guys are fantastic. Till a week from Friday, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your evening tonight. We will talk to you in 2 weeks. Until then, guys, have a fantastic weekend. Love every one of you. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast's racking up the flight miles.